Hey YouTubers, Steven here. How's everybody doing? Well, it's Sunday fun day, and I just ran some new bines for my hop plants. They've already reached the top of my trellis that I built, so I had to move my lines. Did something a little different than last year. So far the Cascades are doing okay. Newports are going crazy, and some of my Pearl not so great. Not sure why, but let's have a boo at the plants. So here's the Cascades. They're doing okay, right? They're climbing up nice and high, and you know, these ones here have reached the top of the fence. Here's my Pearls. They're not doing so hot. This one's not too bad, but not as good as the one that's in the front yard. And my strawberry plants are getting little green strawberries. This is good. Looks like there's going to be lots of them this year. Just looking at some of the plants. But the Newports are doing great. You know, right up to the top. And you can see the lines going over there. I got it attached to the shed. And then it goes back to the edge of my deck. And little ghetto clothesline there, running from the shed to my fence. The dryer quit on us, so it's summertime till I get it fixed. That'll work for doing the clothes for now, but whatever gets you by. And this Newport here is looking great. Zoomed in a little bit there, but up and away. We're all the way to the top and run over to the pole. And the Pearl out front are doing pretty good. Up and away. I had to run some new bines up to the first eave, and the middle one here is just about at the top. So that pretty much does it for this little update. I don't think the video is too long. Hope you're enjoying the day, and it happens to be June 21st. Happy solstice, and happy Father's Day, everybody. Hope all you fathers out there are doing great. Happy Father's Day, Dad. Love you. Hey YouTubers, Steven here. How's everybody doing? Well, it's a kind of an overcast Sunday here, but nice breeze, 24 degrees Celsius, so I think that's probably around 75 Fahrenheit. But it's been a while, so figured I'd give you an update on the hop plants. They're growing like crazy. So in my strawberry plants, they're doing great. Gonna have lots of berries. I've already got about a dozen strawberries off of them, and they are so sweet and juicy. So let's move the camera and let's have a boo. Okay, here's the Cascades, and up and away, and they're finally climbing the vines. I've got one post over on the deck, and then I put another post over on my shed. No sense running the vines all the way across the yard, but if we look in here, we can see some strawberries that are just about ready to be picked. A couple more days, but lots in here. Oh, there's a nice one. I think I'll pick that right now, actually. Alright, but yeah, so this second Cascade's doing okay. Not the greatest, but one Pearl plant is starting to show some signs. It finally has one vine that's starting to climb up the bind, which is a lot better than I can say for the second one. It only reaches the top of my fence post, so. But these strawberries are doing well too. Lots of green ones. Oh, I see a couple of red ones up in there. I have to check them out after. But my Newports, wow, what can I say? They are doing phenomenal. Alright, they're starting to really go out the bines. I'm glad the clouds are there so you don't have the sun in your eyes, but they're starting to branch out everywhere, so this is good. This is good. I'm hoping for a really good harvest this year, because I can't wait to make that Newport Ale again. Now this. So juicy, so ripe, and no chemicals. That's why I didn't bother washing it. I don't put any chemicals on it. So, anyways, I was talking to Jen Fiddlehead. We were talking about transplanting trees in our yards from the woods. So I figured I'd show you all the trees that we've collected from the woods and planted in the yard. So the first one here is a little maple. This actually came from a friend of ours' yard, but it's starting to take off quite nicely. And then we have a little spruce tree here that we found in the woods. It looked lonely, so we brought it home. And it's doing all right. I mean, these spruce trees I planted probably 3-4 years ago. So it's this one was a little slow to get some extra growth, but each year it's getting a little bigger. And then this one here is just being a monster with all the new growth this year. I mean, look at the length of these fingers, or branches. I don't know what you call it. I guess it would be a branch, eh? But this one, he's beefy this year. And this one's not too bad. Little twin top, make a nice Christmas tree if you pruned it right, I guess. With the twin tops, you could have some fun with dueling angels or something. But this is another maple that we pulled out of the woods. And this one's just about tripled in size from what we had planted. So really happy with that. I love maple trees. And then this one here, that was kind of lonely too and looking Charlie Brownish, but it's starting to fill out. And that damn dog, he's been there for years digging. I would have figured he would have been in China by now. But, and then this one here, rose bush that didn't have much life into it when we dug it up out in the planter. So Darlene's brother was like, oh no, I bet you it'll grow, give it more sun. And wow, it's really coming back to life. So be interesting to see when that gets a little more mature. Now this is the pearl that was in the front, and I have to say I'm blown away because this monster is really taking off. I've got one vine that's already over my peak, and I've got the lines going up to the roof. See if I can zoom in here. There we go. Get the lines up to the roof. I just put in some galvanized nails to hold the lines. I did try the bring it down here. I did try these clips, but we had a windstorm and this left vine got broke off because these slid out of the roof on the top. So these seem to hold pretty well right now on the eavesdrop. So, and the nails should keep it from moving any further, but yeah, there's that bad boy. Look at him. He's not far from the roof. Once he hits the roof, I have no idea where I'm going to put it. I'll just let it go wild, I guess. The flowers are coming out quite nice on our little garden, but the deer have really enjoyed our apple tree. They ate most of the blossoms off it. They've been nipping at some of the leaves and some of the branches. They must be pretty hungry, but at least we've got two. I'm not sure what's going on with the leaves. I'm gonna have to look that up on the internet and see if I can find anything. But it's been getting lots of water. I water it every night with the hose for probably about 10 or 15 minutes. But I do have one. Let's see if I can find it in the camera. There it is. Got one apple growing. There was another one here. Let me see if I can find it. There it is. Okay, here's one. And then the other one is just on the back side, right up here. So we're gonna get two Gala anyways to try and see how that turns out. But on a final note, thanks for subscribing, everybody. Been struggling with depression for about 9 months. Along with anxiety. That's why there haven't been too many videos. And if anyone's struggled with depression before, you know how hard it is to do the things that you love. Like, you're just... Anyways. But I'm off work for a little bit. I've been trying to keep myself busy. Lots of doctor's appointments. And I have my good days and I have my bad days, but they're getting better. So that's all that matters. So hopefully I'll have more videos in the future coming. I've got a whole list of cooking recipes. I think I'm going to do a Facebook series. You know, all the recipes that you see passed around. So I've seen quite a few that really caught my interest. And one of these days, I'll start putting out that playlist. So in the meantime, if you happen to have me on Facebook, if there's any that you want to see, tag me in it. And I'll try and make it. And I've also been tweaking my donair recipe, and I think you'll be quite pleased with it. I made it a little simpler without the breadcrumbs, tweaked the spices, salt and pepper just a little bit, no additional ingredients, but just tweaked everything a little bit. And so I'll be releasing that as well, hopefully in the near future, because the kids love it. I made it 3 or 4 times to make sure that it's consistent, and every time it was awesome. So stay tuned for that. So cheers everybody. Hope you're having a great weekend. Hope you're having a good summer. Hey YouTubers, Steven here. Well, a week's gone by, and as you can see, I didn't post the first part. So here's part 2 for my hop update. The hop plants are going crazy. I don't have too much battery left, so let's have a boo. Alright, well, the cascades are doing really well. Alright, they're up, getting all branchy, spreading out. I'm just going to let them go now. The second cascade plant's doing okay. It's just reaching the top of the line yet, so I don't know what the difference is, but by the looks of it, I have some more strawberries to pick. The first pearl, it's okay. It's finally starting to creep across the top. The second plant's not doing so well. It's just at the top of the fence. But my Newports, holy cow, they are going crazy. I put some sheep manure and some soil in here last week, and or 2 weeks ago actually, I think. Anywho, but yeah, they're going mad. They're doing all the cross branching, and it's looking great. Strawberries are growing. Look at the rose bush in just a week. All the new blooms on it. It's looking good. But most of all, look at the pearl. Up, up, and away. It starts getting all the... I'll zoom in a little bit. Kinds of cross branching here to the roof. And my middle one has made it to the roof. Where it's going to go from now or from here, I don't know. But my hands are a little shaky. So anyways, things are getting better. I'm starting to get into a little more regular of a cycle. So hopefully I'll be posting more videos soon. So till next time, be hoppy. Be hoppy. Be hoppy.